Hi, and welcome to the very first episode of Vaughn's Voice. This is Kevin Vaughn. I'm going to be doing podcasts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Uh, yeah, but this is the first episode. It was supposed to be about football, but we're not going to be doing football today. Um, just a lot of hindrances and stuff. I didn't get the logo made yet either. My friend that was supposed to make it, his internet went out. Just a lot of inconveniences happening. So, no big deal. I'm going to post this on Monday, though, still with some shitty ass logo. Um, it might look bad, whatever. I'll get a logo made. I was looking into Fiverr too, but I don't want to spend money if I don't have to. But yeah. So today we're going to be talking about mental health and like depression, I guess, because stuff's been hard lately. Or not hard, but it's been difficult because you judge your character off of a lot of people, not a people, but yourself, and like situations you're thrown into with like the people around you. But yeah, so we're gonna be talking about that. I have one topic today, like a big one, was is it worth to be a good person in the world anymore? Because I feel like the good people in the world get taken advantage of a lot of the time. Um, I feel like the evil always wins, even though they say it doesn't. Most of the time, evil always wins. In my book, I feel like I don't know. It'd be good to hear what you guys would say on that. Um, just like people use people, I feel like, and maybe I'm just too gullible and too like I don't know. I have too much faith in the world to not be hateful, I guess, or cynical. But I am cynical like a lot of the time. But trust I feel like I trust people too hard when it comes to like I don't know, just being honest, I guess. I feel like everybody's always being honest and everybody's not. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like people just use you to gain what they need a lot of the time. And it's just sad. But what can you do? Well, okay, so like for me, I feel like I've got to get better at not being so gullible and trusting people. But then that's just like, it's kind of sad to think about that way. Because, like, I don't think the world should be untrustworthy. I feel like you should be able to trust the people that you don't talk to every day or like random people in the world because it's trash. Like the world's trash right now. You ain't got nobody, I feel like. But I mean, I have people. It's just like it's hard to make new friends, I feel like. Everybody's so untrustworthy lately that I've tried to. I've met some good people so far, but new friends are hard to come by. Nobody's like honest, I feel like anymore. Everybody's so closed off and hidden, kind of like I don't want to say like liarish, but like that's what it is. But I don't know. I think people just try to avoid the truth because they think that'll hurt people's feelings, but people's feelings end up getting hurt anyway because they're getting lied to. And I don't know. People just don't like being used. So, being a good person, is it worth it? I don't. It is worth it. I mean, I don't want to say I'm a self-proclaimed good person, but I feel like I'm a good person most of the time. Like a lot of the time, 90%. I do have the 10% of hate within me. It happens. Everybody hates sometimes. Um, I got some other notes. Talk about some other stuff. I'm gonna go to therapy on Friday. I finally got signed up for that. I feel like therapy. is important to people that are suffering from like mental illnesses and depression and everything I don't know, anything. Like it's anything you could think of, like anxiety, depression, social situations, like I don't know. But I'm going to therapy on Friday. If you are depressed and like you need help, like say you need couples counseling or anything like that, like you got to make sure you're fully committed. You can't be half-assing it. Like you got to be open for it. Cuz I've gone to therapy before and I just half-assed it kind of. Like I saw this same therapist for I think months and it just didn't do anything. And you're supposed to like be able to be like, "Hey, this isn't working. We should switch therapists." But I didn't cuz I had such bad anxiety to like be like, "Hey, like this isn't working out." Like blah 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 blah. But I didn't do that. So I just quit going and then, shit gets worse. But now we're back. I think you gotta, I don't know, because it's just like, it's a lot of it is growth. I feel like I've grown a lot as a human or as a person. For me, anyway. I mean, I'm 25. Okay, let's think about this. I'm 25. Didn't couldn't afford college. I failed out of college. I'm depressed. Wasn't doing a lot. I out of high school. I sat at my dad's for 3 years. Um, What else? At Jeremy's, I sat around. I didn't have a job for like a year. I was just withering away. So it's a lot of growth. Like you gotta have the people to support you though, because Jeremy literally supported me. When I say I was a bum, I was a bum. Like Jeremy supported me through and through, and so did my mom. Um, but it takes time. It takes time to be better, like actually. But you have to like want to be better. That's also the thing. It's hard. It's hard to even want to be better though, because it's it's not even like it's a mindset. It's all like it's in your brain. And that's hard for people to understand. I feel like depression isn't just like some mindset you can just turn off and like, hey, like I'm not depressed today. Like I bought something, I'm not depressed. Depression is like you wake up and every thought you have is about like dying. I'll explain to you how my depression is. I wake up every day thinking about, man, why did I wake up? Not in like, I don't want like my family to be upset. Like hearing this is just me talking and telling the truth. Like I want people to know like depression is a big deal. Like I do it every day. Like it's a fight. Um, it is a big deal. That it's not a big deal, but whatever. So like, I wake up. You, I open my eyes and I think about, man, why did I wake up? It's just and I don't know why. I don't think like, hey, I want to die. It's just my mind thinks that, and I can't stop it from thinking that because it's actually like a chemical imbalance in everything. So like I'm taking these pills. Actually, I gotta take my pills. That reminds me. Sorry, I'm gonna do this so I don't forget. But I've been taking pills and stuff to like. It's called I don't fucking know. There's something in your brain. There's like receptors. There's like things with strands of like strings off of them. And my doctor said mine are like less effective and don't work. So like the pills I'm taking are supposed to make the receptors go crazy and like work. Sorry, I keep staring at my screen and not the camera. Let me move this so I don't fucking look over here. Okay. So I'm making so the pills are supposed to make you like produce more serotonin or whatever it's called. So it makes your receptors go and produces more like happy thoughts or like serotonin, which is the thing that makes you happy. So I'm taking those. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to switch. I don't know if it's working as much, but yeah. So yeah, I wake up, think about that, and then it's not even just like an inherently thought. Like it's just the overlooming feeling of dread, I guess, or like depression, like just the end. Like nothing feels worthwhile. And it's not like I try to think. I need to stop saying like. I don't try to think like depressing thoughts. It's just it literally just pops in your head. Like I could be driving on the highway and it just, hey, you should swerve into that guardrail. You know, and it's not like I'm gonna do it. Like I'm not going to. It's just your brain. It literally fights against you, and I don't. And it's stuff like that. Like I just gotta. There's ways of like fixing it, like therapy, the depression, or the pills and stuff like that. And you gotta take the steps to do it. And I gotta get better about doing goals and like healthier techniques to fix it. This is gonna be one of them. Hopefully, just be able to talk and help me get my thoughts out. I guess. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to do yoga and stuff like that. Walking, just getting out, and being um, extra or not extra. Getting out and doing extra stuff like outside is helpful. Getting your body moving, seeing people in public is good. Actually, I enjoy going out and just talking to people. I guess. Like yesterday, I went to the green and returned a bra for my mom, and just talking, going outside, and random interactions with the people I'm shopping with was, or not shopping with, but like the people at the store that were helping me shop. Like it was nice. It's nice talking to people. I feel like people are so closed off to be talking to people. People need to talk. People need to hear words of encouragement sometimes. My high school teacher and junior high teacher, Mr. Bentner, messaged me and he sent me such a like heartfelt message about pressure and like life, about stuff, and it was just nice and it made me feel good. It's nice knowing people that you never thought would, be watching your stuff or like I don't know. It's just nice for somebody else to care or like encourage you to do something bigger or become something bigger in the world. Um, I just you should send a message to your friends, anybody you haven't talked to in a while. Send them a message. It's nice to hear from people and people you don't even think care. Everybody cares once in a while. It's just nice to know. Some people need it. You know. I also wanted to talk about men talking about mental health. So it's not like a common thing for people, I guess, guys to talk about mental health. I don't think I've ever talked to. I don't think my dad's ever talked about being sad or depressed or anything. And I I don't think I started talking about being sad until I was like in high school, and I think my friend Parker made me realize like depression's a thing, and you have emotions and stuff like that. Um, Hang on, sorry, I'm trying to think of my words to put in. I just, I want people, I want guys to realize it's okay to talk, like actually, because even now, like I'm still closed off and like all my problems with like my ex girlfriend and stuff like that. There's some shit I didn't talk about, and then there's shit at work happening that I didn't talk about, and I just feel like for a guy that I preach about talking a lot and talking about your problems, and I don't still do it because of anxiety and the thought of people like rejecting like how I feel, and it's just hard. It's hard to like feel the rejection of that, like rejection in anything, because you just want. I don't even know. You just want the feeling of what's the word? Vulnerability. I feel like guys can't be vulnerable or think they can't be vulnerable because it's just like the stigma of being soft or like a wuss or whatever. But how many guys are gonna end up killing themselves because they don't talk about their feelings? You know, the suicide rate in men is higher than women or in general. So it's just like fuck the stigmas, dude. Like you're gonna kill yourself if you don't talk about it. You know what I mean? So, and nobody wants to die, right? Actually, nobody wants to die. They think they do, but they don't. You know. Um, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of things can be solved by talking about it. Like even just like my relationship issues that I had, I could have solved it by talking, and I didn't talk it, and I closed myself off, and I just kind of. I mean, it's for the best now. Not, I mean, what I did wasn't for the best, but like breaking up was for the best because like I knew it wasn't gonna be what it was, but it would have been easier, and I owed it to her to be more open as well because I was just not there. And I feel like that's a lot of the problems in relationships too. Like everybody just closes themselves off and doesn't know what to say or doesn't know how to act because they've never shown it before because people put on a face or a front when they start dating somebody and they don't actually show how they feel or their like true emotions, and it just blindsides people, and then people just break up because they don't know how to deal with like what that person is actually truly like. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying she didn't do that. Like I mean, we were both at fault in the relationship a bit, and I at the end of it kind of fucked it up because of that. But you know, it happens. I know my friend said not to hit my vape on the podcast, but God, dude. Um, Let me know if the music is good. I don't podcasts usually don't have music, but I, my brain was going insane not listening to anything, so I had to like at least put something on in the background. Um, Headset's dying. Sorry. What else is going on? Life is just. I just want to talk about being depressed, dude. It's hard. It's hard to be. It's hard to be depressed in the world. Like actually, you don't know what's going on half the time. You're just in your own world. You don't. I feel like people don't care, even though they do. Um, like the closest people to you do care, but there's only so much you can care because there's only so much they can do for you. So you have to like take the steps to be better. And I repeat that, but it's the truth. Like people aren't going to get better without the help, but they also need the backup of their family and their friends and everything for the help. It can't be, yeah, you should, like, it should be, are you all right? Like, you having a bad day? It's okay. Give them a hug. Some people just need a fucking hug. Goddamn, like, hugs are nice, okay? Give a guy a hug or a girl randomly. Ask though, consent. Consent's badass. Um, yeah. I don't know how long I'm supposed to make these podcasts, but it's just, you know, depression. What do you guys do for depression? I like to listen to music a lot of the time. It's music's really fulfilling for me. I don't know if you guys like listen to the lyrics and stuff like that. It helps me put my feet in the shoes of somebody else that I feel like I relate to. I try to relate to the music that I'm listening to because the lyrics, I feel like lyrics and music help explain your feelings more than you can usually. Like I can't put into words sometimes how I'm feeling, but like music knows how I'm feeling for some reason. It's just I don't know. It's just a beautiful art form that helps people think about things, I guess. Cuz people, which also is a weird thing because so many music artists commit suicide and stuff like that, but money doesn't buy happiness either, so it also proves money doesn't buy happiness. It's proven in like I feel like actors and like musicians and stuff like killing themselves because it's not money can buy you happiness to a point. Like I could buy if I had money, I would buy a house, a car, whatever, help pay off my family's shit, pay off my mom's. Oh, camera died. Dude, dude, dude. Hang on, technical. Technical difficulties. I gotta get a cord so I don't have to change the battery in my camera. Okay, we're back. Wow, what a shitty podcast. That's funny. My bad. Um, fuck, what was I talking about? Oh, money. Like, I'm working all this overtime and stuff, and money does buy you a certain amount of happiness, but you get to a point in your life where I feel like money can't buy you happiness. Because, like, I mean, look at Chester Bennington and, like, Little Peep, and just people are sad, man. Like, people can't get past the demons they have, I feel like. Kurt Cobain, it's been a thing forever. Kurt Cobain killed himself in, like, the fucking 90s, and nobody gives a fuck. You know what I mean? It's just, I feel like it's been such a big thing in the world and nobody cares because it's just like a stigma of being sad. Like, quit being sad, you're a pussy. But it's not that. It's literally not that at all. So, I don't know. I just want I feel like the topic of conversation I want to come out of this, or like people that listen to this, is I want you to realize like the world's fucked up and people are fucked up. Everybody's got problems, and like being sad isn't something you can just fix out of nowhere a lot of the time. Some people are just sad because they didn't get a job or they lost something or whatever. But some people, a lot of the time, people are fucked up. People, like they were beat as a kid and they fucking had no family. Their parents hated them their entire life. They lived under a stairwell, you know what I mean? Harry Potter shit. And you're expecting somebody that's never felt love and care in their life as a child to be nice, you know what I mean? They're not gonna know what that is. They don't know what that is. You gotta realize that people are fucked up and everybody's got their issues. Yeah. I feel like that was a good talk about depression. This wasn't that long though, and I don't know how long I'm gonna make these podcasts. I feel like they can go from anywhere to a half hour to an hour. I feel like I've talked a lot about the depression stuff. Got Counter-Strike in the background. That's something you can. I like find hobbies for you to watch and stuff. Like I also watch Counter-Strike, the professional scene. That makes me happy. It makes me forget about the world for a couple minutes and think about the past and what I was doing, and it brings me back to the good times when I was playing Counter-Strike for a college with my buddies and we won a LAN, and it's just thinking about the good stuff. It's the little things, as Zombieland would say. Enjoy the little things, because that's all you got. Big things come and go. Enjoy the little things. I feel like people are so caught up in like recording or like doing these big adventures and going places and doing stuff. And I wanted to travel too, but I feel like you can make the best memories here. Or not here, but like around here. I feel like I need more fulfillment around here, I guess. Or not fulfillment. What's the word? I feel like there should just... People need to realize the little things matter more too as well. Their life goals and shit are... It's hard to do. And they like get sidetracked a lot of the time. There's little things you have to worry about in life before the big things. Yeah. I want to give a shout out to like everybody that's ever cared for me. Honestly, I feel like I wouldn't be here without the people that cared for me. I'm gonna be honest. Mr. Banner, thank you. Madame, thank you. Getting me through high school, for everything. Like honestly. Parker, thank you. You're the best. You know it. Mike, thanks. You know. I want to thank Jasmine. Jasmine's helpful too. I'll thank Lexi as well, even though, whatever. You made me realize what I'm worth. My ex-girlfriend also helped me a lot too. Made me realize I'm actually worth something as well. I'm not some bum just not being chosen by girls because he looks ugly, but it's not been the time, or you know what I mean? It's just thank you for all the people that helped me realize the growth I needed to grow, because it's hard growing without the help you get, learning and life helps you learn like a lot. So when if you're like 20 and you think your life's over and shit, you still got a lot of life. Like I'm only 25 and I feel old, but we're going to be around for the next 30 years, 50 years because we have to be. You know, life's life and you got to stick it out. And if you don't, I understand. You know, some people and the people that do kill themselves, I understand. Like I'm not going to shame you. I won't say it's like um a dick move or something. Like if you've reached the point of where dying is really the only option and you've tried to get help and you've went to therapy, you've gotten pills, like it's the last, you've done everything to the last point that you could think of to help your mental. I understand. I really do. Sometimes it's just too hard. Like it really is. I mean, I'm not even like mine's not that bad, but like it gets that hard. Like it really does. And it's okay. I really understand it. So and the people that shun people for like self-harm and stuff, they just need help. Like even though people say it's a cry for attention, like kinda, yeah, because people need help, man. Like people are people say it's just looking for attention, but people need attention, people need help, people need the fucking help to get better. Like I don't know, what do you want your like son or kid to just not cut themselves and then end up when they're 25 end up fucking shooting their head off because they didn't say anything to you about them being suicidal or sad? That's my point. So like I don't know, I feel like next time I just want people to open their eyes that there is issues in the world that aren't just pertaining to fucking like politics and stupid shit like that. Like fuck, like I swear, but like I'm recording this video, probably 50 people already killed themselves like within this video. Like that's how bad it is. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just rambling at this point, but yeah. Um, I'll close it with this. I'm sad. I'm depressed. I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. Not saying like I don't need like hope you're okay in the comments. Like I'm fine. Like I'll be fine. Like I'm gonna start therapy Thursday. I wanted to talk about this so people can realize there are bigger pictures in the world to people. Like you put on a front, you know what I mean? People put on fronts. I go to work and I'm not sad and depressed. Like I fake it till you make it, come on. So I just want to say, be nice to people. Ask them how they're doing. If somebody needs a hug, ask them if they need a hug, I want you to think about the other person before you say something mean. I feel like people need that. The world's a shitty place, so why don't try to make it better? Right? Alright. Thank you for watching or listening to the first episode of Vaughn's Voice. It was only 33 minutes long, but I don't know how long I'm going to make them. But yeah, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Please listen, like the video, subscribe. And if you have any like ideas or topics or discussions to add to the topic at hand, put them in the comments. Thanks.